What is up, you guys? It is Steve-O Formees coming at you with another video just to kind of go over what it's been like training on the bridge block on the Juggernaut AI app. So, Monday, I went and I had pause squats with my competition style of squatting, and that's going to be low bar. I'm primarily a low bar squatter, but Monday was an SPD day. Bench was just comp bench. It was 220, and I just had a certain amount of reps that I had to do within that time. Same thing with deadlift, certain amount of reps I had to do, but it wasn't just regular deadlift. It was 3 inch conventional block pulls, um, and I did like 4 sets, one set of six. Yeah, it was like one set of six and 3 sets of five, something like that. And then I had farmers carries with 180 pounds. Pretty easy, but also challenging because of the rest times. You only get 90 seconds of rest. You have to kind of get that done within that amount of time. Same thing with yesterday's training session. I had pause high bar squats with only 60 seconds of rest in between, and I did about 5 sets of six with about 265, only 60 seconds of rest. So although the weight was relatively light, you only get 60 seconds of rest, and I applied by that very well. Was able to move through that. Same thing with the extra wide grip bench press. It was 160. Uh, it was 160 pounds with, I believe, 33 reps. So I did like one set of seven, one set of six, and then I did the rest sets of five. After that, I did box jumps, 3x5, 75% of max. I don't do box jumps that much, so I just kind of guesstimated, did those on a 20 inch Reebok little block there. Also had single arm cable rows, and I just went from one hand to the other for 4 sets of 12. I had a relatively light weight; it was about 40 pounds there. I had back raises. I usually do 45 degrees. It was it was sets of 12, and I believe it was like 3 or 4 sets. Did my bicep curls, tricep push downs, and did some weighted sit ups. Everything was relatively light, but like I said, the whole challenging part of this block, it's like a conditioning block, meaning that it's just prepping you for your next phases. I have 3 phases of hypertrophy, so what they call three mesos, which is about, I believe I have 5 week mesos. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, deload, 1, 2, 3, 4, deload. So I'm going to have 3 months of hypertrophy, 3 months of strength, and then about a month of peaking. Next meet is the Bighorn Bash. Tomorrow we have our cambered bar bench press. That's going to be pretty exciting because I like the stretch that I get on my pecs whenever I do a cambered bar. There's going to be and reverse band deadlifts. That's something I hadn't really experimented with. It's where they call it the light method in the conjugate, but a lot of other programs use this as a tool as well. You got to get in the power rack, attach bands to the top, hang them down, put the barbell in them, and you got to make sure there's weight on the barbell, or it's not really going to work out that well. It's supposed to spring. It's really supposed to help it spring off, right? Spring off the floor, but it's going to get harder at lockout. So you're getting some overload from the floor, but it's going to be harder at lockout. And lockout is my primary sticking point. So those reverse band deadlifts are going to probably help out quite a bit. I'm really explosive off the floor most of the time. Really want to get close to a 630 to 650 deadlift for my next meet. What that's going to require is a lot of good grip strength, a lot of good, just all around strengthening of 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 my of just my whole entire body. So because I pulled the 601 as you guys saw, but that 601 did not. Unfortunately, I went a little soft at the knees. I did lock it out, but it was only for like a split second, and it started going down. No hate towards the judges there. I trust their judgment. 7 for 9 days, so it was a good meet overall. Went a little bit too heavy on my last attempt. Uh, Handler said that he did, in fact, tell them that to change it. But the thing is, you only get like a minute in between lifts to change your attempts. So it could have been just one of those things. Go for glory. Went for it. Struggled with it a little bit. Pitch forward. The depth was questionable already, but sometimes you got to live and you got to learn. I'm still not dissatisfied with it, honestly. I believe 550 was there, but we will find out and we're going to do more, bro. I'm just going to trust this program, trust the process. We're probably going to try to go a little bit down in weight. I want to get to 198, but the thing about powerlifting, it's different than bodybuilding. A lot of people be like, oh, you got to lose weight. That's not the main, like strength sports. That's not a requirement. Now, if you have some sort of health issues, which I happen to have a diabetes type 2, but I'm able to manage that on a regular basis because I train, because most of the time I eat properly. I'll eat out, and I've been eating out a little bit more, but most of the time I train properly, I eat properly. And whenever you have all these things going, the diabetes type 2, those symptoms can actually go down to where it's like almost non-existent. Your blood glucose levels could be pretty low, and you could be feeling pretty good. So if you're eating right, training correctly, things like that, you could actually be doing your body a favor and be able to eat foods like that are not the enemy. Carbs are not the enemy. Fruits, refined sugar, I'll tell anyone to try to stay away from that, just because there seems to be no real health benefit in taking in empty calories, just like there's no real health benefit in eating Doritos or shit like that. But that's up to you guys. At the end of the day, we kind of know what the saying is: eat like an adult. Eat your veggies, your meats, your good, which I don't like to specify good carbs, but micronutrient dense carbohydrate sources like your fruits, potatoes, rice, and jasmine rice, sushi rice, and those are easily digestible, good micronutrient dense vegetables, spinach, kale, blah 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 blah. There's just so much. So, anyways, your boy is out. He's flexing, and I want you guys to remember to lift, live, and learn. Juggernaut AI, I will give you all an update on a regular basis, probably throw out some training content within the next few weeks. I am still going to be working on trying to do some coaching. If you guys have any questions on that, go ahead and hit me up at my Gmail. It's going to be Stephen410Berry@gmail.com. That's STEPHEN 410 B as in boy EERRY at gmail.com. And we're also going to be doing Fortenberry Fitness at gmail.com too. If you guys want to hit me up, go ahead and do so. We'll be getting some apps going, and I'll be informing you guys on how you can hit me up, and we can start getting your goals going, getting your training going, and you becoming the best version of you. All right. Love you guys. Hope you guys have a great, wonderful day. Peace.